Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Andaron Saga. I'm once again joined by Sultan Hardin,
Hello?
and I believe when we last left off, we accidentally killed the Garum, or at least I did.
Oh yeah. I do remember that because oh yeah, we're gonna do Gorham's bio over, and actually, will we? Because he actually accidentally he kind of offed Gorham there. So I was like, I don't know.
It's okay. We get a free energy drop, so that goes to Thea. It was a good sacrifice.
Yeah, of course, it's got to go to Thea. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously Thea over Garum. But anyways,
How to make 90% of Andaron Saga fans cope.
dude, I'm gonna get so many angry comments if I already haven't. I haven't checked the comments of my new video.
I'm really mixed on it because I like both of them. So I'm like, he killed Gorham, but at the same time, the energy drop is going to Thea. So
I mean, I really wanted to use him, but I feel like at the end of the day, there would have been not a lot of room for Axe users on the team. Because we're definitely using Bjarki, and probably Barrett's going to be a must-use.
Yeah.
And then Buggy, too.
Yeah, that's Boogie, yeah.
Alright, but let's just jump back into the story here. After dealing with the centaurs, the rest of Badamon's journey through the forest passes without incident. A week of travel follows, and soon his company of mercenaries arrives at the foot of the Emperor Mountains. The peaks divide the continent of Aurora's eastern and western halves. Our heroes return over here. All the boys.
And Thea.
And Thea.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be Bod this time. You could be Jaka. How's that?
Sure, why not?
What a gorgeous vista. See, Jaka, this view was worth the trouble.
Don't you mean worth almost losing our lives to those half-human horses? I like this. I get to be the racist guy. I can just play as the racist guy. This works out. Yeah.
Exactly. You get the picture.
I was being sarcastic.
Alright, so it's not all rainbows and sunshine and rainbows. Let's just look forward to a nice hot bath in the silver mist and... Oh, is it this scene?
Oh, have you ever been this far east before?
Nope, I never had any need. But I've heard whisperings about the town's hospitality.
Let me guess. The women here are fine and buxom.
Haha, you said it, not me. You never know, I might meet my future wife here.
Foreshadowing.
I know, right?
More like some sad sod who has to sleep with one eye open. You know, in case you cheat.
I assume you want to be Samuel.
Yeah. I trust you two haven't forgotten our mission.
I remember. We'll soon reach the edge of Tinnamon's border. We need to find out why those dragons are building forts. After we're done, we'll head back to Malthrark.
In and out, nice and fast, just the way I like it.
That's what she said.
Now, things are not so simple. If the Timaeans can justify building their forts, our workload increases.
Come on, Sam. How hard can negotiation be? They want something, we want something?
If only our situation were so simple. Politics is a messy game, Bodymon. What if the dragons desire one of our many strategic resources? Our mines? Are you ready to tell your father you enrage them with a blunt refusal?
Dot.
You cannot treat this negotiation flippantly. We are dealing with the most cutthroat of arbitrators.
Alright, noted. I'll try to act with more consideration, Sam.
Good. Now then, onward to Sillamest we go. Lunatic has been demanding a bath for the past week.
Ha, same. I can't wait to scrub all this grime off my body.
Say, guys, isn't that Sillamest border just to our north? Most likely. I'm surprised you can see it from this far. Yeah, I think we have a problem. Are there usually groups of heavily armed soldiers guarding the gate? They aren't flying the Andaron flag. What? Then who could it be? We must investigate at once.
An enemy army. How dare they take up arms in our land?
Calm down, Ba. Don't get angry. Remember why we've come here. We're on a diplomatic mission. Jaka makes a fair point. However, we cannot ignore these troops. No foreign armies may set foot on our soil without permission.
Oh, I say we should go and have a little chat with them. Sam, Jaka, come with me. You there, fleshling, state your business. I believe that is my line. Who are you, and what are you doing in our land?
Look, this fellow wears its maiden colors. He's a dragonkin.
That's right, you fleshling. I'm surprised your feeble human eyes can see as much. A real wise guy, aren't you? What are the Furious doing, mobilizing your military within Andaron's borders? Let alone full-blooded dragons. You half-bloods aren't allowed to come here either. I serve his eminence, Prince Tendaris. My work here is none of your business.
Whoa. Why, hello, General Wilhelm. I almost didn't recognize you.
Sir Samuel of House Rose, you have grown old.
Yes, well, as you know, we humans age a tad faster than your people. Forgive me for my rudeness, but I had to interject when I saw an old friend.
I know of you, Rose Lord. We have spoken. We are not friends. Take your loudmouthed comrades and depart at once. Oh, a loudmouth, am I? I am Prince Bottomon, second son of House Steel. I just so happen to be on a diplomatic mission to meet your Prince Tendaris. Since you're here, call him out so we may exchange a few words. Prince Tendaris is not here. He's at his camp further north. Besides, how do I know that you are who you say you are? All humans look the same to me.
We are all here on a diplomatic mission to meet your prince. We are sent to negotiate our future relationship. Will you risk jeopardizing that?
We will not attempt to hinder your journey. You are free to continue, but we will not let you set foot in this town. Alright, that's it. Screw you. I tried the civil method. Leave Silvermist at once. These aren't your lands. You don't belong here. Ah, yes. The ugly fleshling reveals his true colors. A pretty smile followed by a poisonous dagger. If you wish to fight, then so be it. I will not let you sully my sight. I will not let you sully my sight a moment longer. I'm sick of your pretentious words. Shut your mouth and raise your sword. To arms! The worms have come to bake and heat. Damn it, I let my temper get the best of me again. This is why I hate stupid political mind games.
No sweat, Bod. I don't like the look in this Wilhelm's guy's eyes. I'd bet 50 gold that Scaly's running... Sorry. I'd bet 50 gold that Scaly's lying through his breath, through his teeth. I concur.
Alright, let's clean out the dragons. If we can take Wilhelm down directly, his army should scatter afterwards. Kill boss chapter. Let's do this. Which basically means route.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and... We're gonna have to decide who we're gonna bring here. Definitely Samuel in...
Definitely gotta bring the expert.
Oh yeah, where is she? Where are you? There you are. We don't need this torch. We also have some stat boosters to give away as well, which we can do.
Yeah, like the energy ring.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who that's going to.
Where is she? Actually, she has 10 strength. She may not need it.
Yeah, she's actually leveling strength decently well. I know we have like a decently fast Bjarki. Like, wasn't this Bjarki actually sort of leveling speed a bit?
Yeah, because doesn't he start at like level 5 and then he's gained 2 speed, or like
I think something like that. I remember he's gotten a few points of speed. I'm sure he's still got a ways to go before he's doubling things, but he's showing some promise with his speed.
I mean, he was doubling some stuff last chapter. It kind of depended on how heavy the weapon was, but you know, he's doubling enemies here and there.
Let's see who else.
Lunatic for sure, because we need healing.
Well, yeah, I would say Fred. Fred is very solid.
A lot of people want us to use Fred in the comments. They're also
that's great. They have good taste. Fred's great. I love Fred.
They're also telling us to support him with Samuel because apparently he gives a skill called Battle Veteran, but I have no idea what that does.
So it's like for every 10 levels he has, it gives him like +1 something, +1 strength or something like that, or like +1. I don't. It's something like that. It's like for every 10 levels he has.
I mean, for every 10 levels, just 1 strength. That doesn't sound too powerful.
I don't know. You might want to look at Samuel.
Does he have Battle Veteran as well?
Yeah, he has Battle Veteran.
Oh, I see.
+1 damage and plus 10% hit for every 10 levels that unit has. Okay, so yeah, I could see that. So that damage can stack up a bit, and then you can also get some hit. Now, granted, his skill is pretty high, so he's probably not gonna have issues hitting things. But there's some pretty dodgy enemies later in the game. So like, there's some pretty dodgy bosses and stuff like that. So I could see why they recommend that. I can see it.
They also said patience with Coulter, but I don't know what patience does either. I think it gives crit.
No, I think patience gives you like plus. It gives you like plus. Now I could be mistaken on this, but. I don't even know who has patience, honestly. I don't even know who has patience.
I can't think of anybody.
I think it gives you like +4 res or something like that if you don't attack. I could be completely mixing it up with something else. Mind you, I could be completely mixing it up with a different skill. Because I just don't really remember what patience is.
I guess we can bring Barrett too. Because Barrett's just good.
Yeah, Barrett is solid, and also support with Bjarki. Because we do want that.
Yeah, what does she give Bjarki? I have no idea.
I think it's Bjarki gives her. I don't remember the name of the skill, but it gives her like +4 defense on enemy phase or something like that. What is it? What's that one? What is his skill? What is Bjarki's skill?
He has sturdy.
Sturdy. Yeah, he gives her sturdy, which is really good on her. Yeah, +4. Yeah, especially the defense. She really wants the defense, so she can be a bit more enemy phase. So she can be a bit more useful. Yeah, so that's a really good support to give her.
I guess they can support. I kind of want to give Bjarki like his own skill that'll make him more powerful, but I don't know who else he supports with.
I don't know if he gets anything that's particularly interesting, honestly. That's probably something he gets. I don't know what it is.
I guess this. I guess this is a good lineup. Because I don't really want to use Runa this time around, and I'm not too keen on using Sean. Not at least until his sister joins.
Yeah, his sister who's just infinitely better.
Yeah. I guess should we? I think everybody's got decent equipment. I guess I could give her the steel blade. I don't think we have any lances, do we? No, just a javelin. Fred has a javelin. You have a hand axe, that's fine. Do you guys have hand axes? Yes. I think that's good. I don't think we need to equip anymore. I don't know. Oh, mend is probably good. We should probably give Lunatic mend. So
yeah, she might want mend.
Oh, and then we have their stat boosters. Who wants skill? Who needs skill?
It's like just +1 skill, so it's not really that useful.
We have the secret book too, so we could stack that all on one person. Give them 3.
That's true, but skill's still a pretty useless stat, unless you're just some guy who just has really bad hit rates.
Yeah.
Maybe wait for like Boogie. Isn't his hit rates kind of crap?
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, they're because he has good bet, but that only works on player phase. So I guess the skill would help him out on enemy phase.
Yeah, I think just save it for Boogie, honestly. Because none of your guys right now really have bad skill. Or if they do, they use like magic or something, which is pretty accurate anyway. So, or they're just a healer, so it doesn't even matter on them. I mean, like, Bjarki's the sort of guy you would expect to be inaccurate, but he's got so much skill.
Yeah, 14's fine.
Yeah, 14 means he's pretty accurate.
And I guess I could save the energy ring.
Yeah, maybe save it for, like, I don't know, maybe a unit you want to use later on and it just ends up being screwed. Heck, if Fred decides to just not level strength much, it's very possible.
And if Thea gets her strength growth screwed over, then I could always just give it to her.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'll save it for now because
Save it for rainy day.
And then I guess I'll put.
This is actually a pretty good map for Estelle.
Oh yeah, it is.
A lot of armors, a lot of just enemies with just crappy res, a lot of chokeholds that she can just hide behind and, snipe from behind.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she was added late into the realm, but I don't think she really should have started on the previous map. She just doesn't really. On chapter 3, it's just not a good start for her, and I think honestly a lot of people would probably like her a bit more if she just had a better start.
Yeah,
I think she should join here, alongside Garum. I think she just have a easier time if she started on this map.
If she started here and then maybe just like with slightly higher bases, I think people would like her a lot more. But
maybe just like with 2-3 more levels on her at base. I don't even think those are necessarily necessary. But yeah, I think if she just started on a map that was better for her, I think people's opinions of her would be better.
I guess she's.
And here we got. Oh, go ahead.
I guess she's not doubling yet, but there's a lot of enemies on this map that she will double. Like I'm pretty sure the armors she'll double.
Yeah, she probably doubles the armors.
There's plenty of experiences for plenty of chances for her to gain experience, so it's not like a big deal. I'll just have I'll have Bjarki just take care of this guy, set up a kill for her.
Yeah, might as well.
That seems like a good start. And I also kind of want to lure this guy without pulling. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this archer with her.
I don't know why this music sounds like freaking Mario Kart music.
A little bit.
The map theme, it kind of does, doesn't it? I have no idea where it's from. I don't know if it's an original or if it's from something. I get the feeling it's from something, but I have no idea what it would be.
Boy, did I?
That being said, though, I don't mean that as an insult. I still think it's a pretty good song.
Oh,
it's for some reason reminds me of Mario Kart. I'm not sure why. I can imagine this playing on a Mario Kart track.
It reminds me of something else, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I know the feeling when it's like something about it sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. How much damage is she gonna take from all these dudes? Oh, short spear. Maybe I should have Jaka take care of him. Or not. What can Fred do? I guess I can have Fred one round that guy. Because I don't want Barrett taking too many hits. What is this guy? Short spear, javelin. Yeah, she can take 2 hits, I'm pretty sure. Oh boy. Exact damage. Is she in range of the... No. Perfect. Just don't miss.
You could very well miss. Okay, never mind.
Nah, it just says crit.
Yeah. I do like seeing crit animations when it's a dicey hit rate, because it's like, okay, well thanks, you just made it so that I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. It's like, now I know you're gonna hit.
Yeah, exactly. Takes off some of the tension.
And does Fred double this dude? Probably not, because, yeah,
he's not that fast, although, yeah.
In that case, I'm probably gonna have Victoria deal with this dude.
Mm.
She can get in range, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, wrong one. I'm gonna get them confused this entire time. Because they're both Cavaliers.
Yeah, they're both Cavs. They're the exact same map sprites.
I mean, I guess this one has a lance, but it's honestly so hard to tell. Like, the sword might as well be a lance.
Yeah.
Then... Actually...
I think in Fate's map sprites, it actually does change depending on what you have equipped.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. I swear it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I saw there's one game where it actually does change. It's probably one of the newer ones that does that. The map sprites.
No support yet. Damn. They have C, right? Yeah, they do. I gotta think about who I'm gonna send right, because that's where a lot of the reinforcements come. But I also I know there's a secret event if we talk to or we get to this house before.
Yeah, you get to the secret objective.
I guess maybe Bottomon can make it in time. Actually, probably not. Should probably just send Fred. I could have him pull the mage. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll have Fred pull the mage. He'll be fine, yeah. He has like 40 HP. He'll be okay. And then I'm gonna have, or not Fred, Sam. I get all the calves mixed up. And then Fred can come over here, pull this guy. And I'll have Lunatic hang around there. There we go. Officer Henrik, where's Captain Lenora and her Wyvern Knights? She's still patrolling to the north, General Wilhelm. Wake up the auxiliary wyverns, then get them out here on the double. I want all soldiers ready for duty within 15 minutes. The enemy is already at our gates. Yes, General. I'll relay your orders at once. ... Damn. For House Steel's prince to come knocking at a time like this. If he learns about the asset, Sir Adrian will mount my head on a stake.
So, do you think now it might be a good time to talk about, well, Garum, if you did get him, I guess?
Yeah, we could talk about Garum. I don't know his exact base stats. It's up my head, but I know they're pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh, they're really good. You know, like, for you know, especially for a bow user at this point, I mean, your competition is Runa. So,
and Samuel.
I mean, yeah.
But not long.
Well, yeah, I guess so, yeah, but I don't even think people usually use Samuel for his bows anyway, even when you do have him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess he does have bows. But I would say it's like a long-term bow user. He's probably your first real contender, honestly. He's got really good bases. He's slow though, so he's not gonna double things, but he has a lot of strength. His personal skill is, I don't remember the name of it, but pretty much for every tile you move, it adds additional crit. And I'm not sure how much per step, but if you move like your full range, remember he is mounted, yeah, he's mounted, but he doesn't get Canto, so be careful with that. But
he gets mounted movement.
He has mounted movement, that's what I mean to say. He has mounted movement, he just doesn't have Canto. Which does also help you stack onto that crit. So you can imagine giving him like a killer bow or a killer axe, that will stack, and he'll have a very high crit rate. Now, his hit rates, he is actually someone worth investing some skill, like those secret skulls and secret books on. You might actually want to invest those onto him, if you do get him instead of the energy ring, because his skill sucks, at least initially. I don't remember what his skill growth is, but
isn't it like 7 or 6 or something like that?
Yeah, it's kind of low. That's not bad. That's good. You do want her to double, so that is a good level.
I wasn't even paying attention. She got speed, right?
She got speed. She didn't get magic though, but still, honestly, she gets speed. That's still good.
Yeah, that's fine. I like speed is kind of what she needs right now. So as long as she starts doubling,
she wants to start doubling things. Yeah.
Yeah, because Shine like has the same might as Flux, which a lot of people don't actually like think about. Like it's the same might, and I think it has 2 less weight. So she only gets weighed down by 2. And if there's like stat boosting items that we can get like for Khan later on. Like I usually give her the protein bean in chapter 13 because it's like +1 Khan, so then she only gets weighed down by like 1, and then after promotion she doesn't get weighed down like at all, and then she has a Flux tome that doesn't weigh her down, which is pretty good. But I back to what you were saying about Garum though, about him not doubling. I think the Brave Axe you get last chapter is supposed to be utilized by him since he has low speed.
I think either him or Bjarki, honestly. I guess you're using both. You gotta kind of make up your mind as to which one you want to give it to. But if you only choose on using one, then you know, I never really thought about it, but yeah, I guess Garum with a Brave Axe is honestly a pretty smart idea. No speed that time, which is a bit unfortunate, but he got 2 in a row. Like, I think that's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's still.
And remember, his speed growth is only 25%, so you can't expect it at every level anyway.
And I don't think we mage here. That is 13. I'll worry about that in a second. But I mean, with the Brave Axe, he's still going to be able to do just fine. Honestly, so at least if he gets enough speed up until the Brave Axe, you know. I
mean, even if he doesn't have the Brave Axe for quite a while, he does he can like nearly one shot, and honestly one shot a fair few enemies. I think. If you give him, because I mean he starts with like a battle axe or something, like the really heavy
steel axe, I believe. Yeah, he starts with like steel axe and hand axe.
Bjarki starts with. I was talking about Garo.
Oh, Garo
has like a battle axe.
Yeah, he gets battle axe.
Yeah, battle axe, and his attack's already pretty high, so his sort of shtick is just like one-shotting things or almost one-shotting things. So he's great at chipping. There's a good few flyer reinforcements and stuff like that later on this map. And I think he either is really close to one-shotting or just flat one-shots them with a bow. So he's really good for that.
I think with his... I think, like, just because of his high strength and the fact that he can use the battle axe... like, most characters aren't one-rounding by this point. Like, you usually need... It's kind of like the beginning of, like... FE6 where you kind of have to have enemies like gang up on one enemy, like maybe like take 2 or 3 hits from different guys. So it's like not like his low speed doesn't even really hold him back, and that's the same thing with like Bjarki.
Yeah, at this point it's not really be affecting him. Honestly, I think speed isn't even really his biggest issue. I think it's probably res in the later game where there's a lot of enemy mages. But right now he's gonna be great. Almost all of the enemies here are physical. He's got great base defense. I think he's got pretty good HP as well. Actually, I don't think his defense is really that high, but he's got a lot of HP. So he can definitely take quite a few hits if he needs to. So yeah, he's pretty sturdy at this point.
He's probably like one of your best units in the early game.
At this point, yeah. He's really good on the dreaded Chapter 7. I wouldn't even say it's really dreaded. It's just a lot of people made a big deal about it. I honestly thought it was pretty fun.
Chapter 7 is fun, but it is pretty hard. I think. I mean, I don't want to sell myself short, but I wouldn't be surprised if we lose a couple units.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, I don't understand it. A lot of the difficulty comes from... Well, I would say what I had the hardest part was just honestly just not really knowing the map. Because the one time I played it was the one time that I... It was the one time that... Yeah, that was the only time I played it.
It was like your first playthrough. You're going blind.
Yeah. And mind you, that was also with... I was playing on hard, but it had like the Lunatic exclusive things, or the things that were supposed to be only on Lunatic. In fact, it was through that. I was through watching my stream at the time that Mengs said, yeah, I found out that there's Lunatic only reinforcements on hard mode and stuff like that. Apparently they're even on normal mode.
Wow.
So, yeah, So I got like I guess more or less the Lunatic experience on hard mode on my first playthrough.
I don't know if I had. I mean, I don't know if they fixed that in a later patch, but I don't think I had the patch that had Lunatic reinforcements, or at least I don't think so.
I think the older ones have the ones that are supposed to be in Lunatic only. So I don't know.
I mean, I guess I played on the first patch for like the
first,
we
played on the first patch
for the first like 15 chapters. So maybe I probably did deal with them. And
you probably did because they took it out later. Yeah.
I'm really worried about that mage, so I don't want to get in his range. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're set. But I don't even know if I'm gonna do a blast on that chapter because it just may risk losing a unit. And Ashe is pretty good, but I don't think she's worth it.
Yeah. I don't really like either of them, to be honest. I'm sure they could be good, but I mean, Ashe does have a fun gimmick. But the problem is it's only limited to like 2 chapters.
I mean, Ashe basically like she's a fire sage, so she gets enema and light magic.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like she's basically just like a trained Estelle. So I guess if you don't have Estelle trained, then she can be pretty decent.
Yeah.
And like her gimmicks are like whatever, but
I mean, I like the idea of just being able to nuke one thing, like, pretty much guaranteed. I mean, I do think, obviously, there should be some limitations, but I think it should be something you're allowed the rest of the game, honestly. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be able to one-shot the final boss, I agree. You shouldn't be able to just, like, delete the final boss out of existence. But, bar board that, I don't really think that you should. I think you should be able to nuke. You should have your free nuke every map.
Yeah.
Because it's only once per map. So it's like, you know.
I mean, it's pretty OP. Like in the chapter that she comes in. Like I always just save the meteor for the boss on the right because he has like a brave magic lance, and that's like there's very few characters who can actually like face that.
You need someone with like capped res. I think I used my Shafe for that, and she was able to do that because she just had Shacy's proc.
I think on my second playthrough I forgot that the lance did magic damage, so I ended up sending like I forget who, but I think I sent like who was it? I think I sent like Jaheira and like Buggy up there. Like just the characters with the worst res of all time.
Yeah, that's not gonna do any favors.
If it wasn't
that's a Luna.
Yeah, that kills. There we go. I think she would have killed anyways, but
probably.
But I mean, thank God I had Isabel up there because I think I would have like lost a unit or game overed. Oh boy, these guys are a lot tougher than I remember on this chapter.
I guess the steel bow was hitting hard.
Also, I just remember one-rounding more of these guys.
I mean, Samuel can, but
yeah, Samuel definitely can. He's just shy of one-shotting that dude too.
Yeah.
Breaking my hand axe SMH.
I bet you Garm probably could have one-shot that guy.
Probably. Oh, god damn it. I should have given him
female generic mages, okay.
I kind of like that about this hack. There's like a mixture of like men and women enemies.
Yeah.
It gives more variety. I mean, it's a bit of placebo, like fake variety. But...
I mean, some... Yeah, the thing is, I mean, newer Fire Emblem games do that, but, like, you can't tell the difference between the two besides the voices.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, well, then what's the point? Like, just besides the voices, I don't really see a difference. Like, yeah, sure, they do that in, like, Three Houses, but... Because they just look the same. It's like, okay, they're both covered in just armor from head to toe. How can I really tell besides their voice? But in GBA, that you can tell a difference. You know.
It's kind of noticeable in Echoes. Like, I definitely notice the female enemies more there than I do other games.
Although I think those are usually just mages, the female enemies.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's not like you really see female
like calves
myrmidons or yeah.
Because that's a game with like a lot of class locks, or like class locks.
I think so too.
How am I gonna get through this dude? Probably Fred.
Yeah, because I don't think females can be myrmidons, can they? In Shadows of Lyntra.
No, they can't. I think like archers and merms are locked to males, and possibly
that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a female armor knight in Shadows of Lyntra.
No, I don't think there is.
Yeah, females get really shafted in Shadows of Lyntra.
I mean, they get.
So you can be like a mage and a Pegasus. That's it. And pegs are, if you're playing Alm's route, pegs frickin' suck. Sure. In Celica's route, they're actually pretty good when they promote, but females kind of get shafted in that game.
Honestly, I think Claire is the best Pegasus Knight because she has like more room to grow. By the time you get the 3 on Celica's route, you kind of have to grind them a little bit before they can one-round stuff.
Yeah, but then again, like pegs are just really good in Celica's route, so
yeah, just because of all the terrain.
Well, it's not even the terrain; it's because there's a lot of mage enemies, but also the fact that Falco Knights actually get effective damage against terrors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not their weapon; it's literally the fact that Falco Knights have like an innate skill that gives them effective damage, what is absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
It's insanely useful.
Then again, that's why all the merms on that route just instantly crit kill everything anyways.
Yeah. The thing is, Celica's route is literally just myrmidons and mages.
Yeah.
That's literally all they are.
Enemy dread fighters are actually the worst thing ever.
I hate them, yeah.
Dude, Nui Baba's Abode might be the worst thing to ever come out of Fire Emblem.
It's a really bad map, yeah. It's a really bad map.
Like I think it's kind of fun in like a weird masochistic way, because like
Yeah.
How do I put it? Like
I like what I do is like give Delthea like I don't know what it's called, but it's like the sort of item that gives you extra range, so you can go and snipe things from outside.
I think it's the magic ring.
Yeah, it's probably that. Because her with extra range is really good.
Oh boy.
And you got Natalie.
We're gonna talk. I feel like a lot of people are actually gonna like leave some nasty comments when I talk about Natalie. She sucks ass. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. She's fucking terrible.
I don't like her. I don't like her.
I'm like people sit there and they tell me like, oh dude, Natalie's so good. Like she has like 9 levels to grow. That actually like helps her a lot. And then they say like Estelle's bad. Okay, she has like higher bases than Natalie, and she at least has 2 range and can survive a hit. She has 16 HP and 3 defense. Like what attack can she survive? Like nothing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh no, you just can't train her because you're bad. You're bad, and that's why. You know, it's a skill issue that you can't train her. It's like, no, you're just using bad units. You're just spoon feeding her kills. And they'll be like, no, you just gotta feed her all the eggs, then she becomes good. On like chapter 6. But
I mean, that's true. The eggs are pretty easy EXP for anyone. So if you are gonna use her, those eggs are probably your best bet, since eggs can't fight back.
Yeah.
And they give good EXP. So yeah, if you're dead set on using her, I would say wait till that chapter. This chapter, you're just gonna get her killed. So if you insist on using her, wait a few chapters for egg enemies that literally cannot retaliate against you, even at 1 range. They can't attack you at all, even on every phase. They're just free EXP.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are gonna use her for that. I haven't ever used her. I would say probably out of the trainees, she probably has one of the best circumstances to get her going. Because you get her early on.
Yeah.
But a sword trainee just isn't really that interesting to me, because it's just like become like a sword master or a hero or a ranger. But I don't really like rangers, so.
I mean, rangers are pretty good in this because Kanto Plus. And she gets that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I understand that she has high potential, but it's just like, after you get that character, it's just like, yeah, sure, that's great and all, but all that EXP could have gone to the rest of your cast. And there's a lot of characters that can become broken without giving them 9 extra levels and having them start with horrendous bases. And her growths, like, they're pretty solid in some areas, like magic and speed and luck and
30
skill.
and strength, though, is really...
Yeah.
Like, these people meme on Thea, but, like, Thea has a higher strength, but not by much.
She's a higher strength.
Also...
She's like 1 more strength than Thea at base. So...
Does she?
Yeah, like, I think Thea has, like, 6 or 7, like, depending on how, like, your rolls. So she either has, like, 1 more or, like, the same amount as Thea. But she can't double. She can't double anything.
Yeah, at least Thea can double. Thea has a pretty good chance of doubling things.
The only way I can see her getting any kills on this map is maybe if I fucking, like, surround an archer or something.
Yeah.
and you don't want to do that on this map. Like...
Yeah, because you kind of want to hurry.
Like, there's some pretty scary enemies that come later on, and I just don't want to deal with them.
Like wyverns that will just maul her to death.
Yeah. With
no problem at all.
So, I don't know. Maybe it really is a skill issue on my part.
I suppose the most useful thing I could see for an Iron Man is like if you lose your Coulter early on, like before you get Jessie, and you decide to make her a thief. Yeah, I could see that because I believe you can make her a thief. I think you can. I could be wrong. But...
Yeah, you can make her a thief.
Yeah, which could be helpful. I could see that in an Iron Man. You know, like your Coulter dies early due to like a crit or something, or I don't know, you just had a skill issue. I could see that argument being made. I could definitely see that. But still, getting her to thief would still, you know, it's still tricky because
her magic caps get smaller too. So, like, that's her one good like physical or damage dealing. Like, she has more magic than strength, and then she caps at like 25 or 26.
Yeah,
which is like, I don't know. That's pretty low. So I don't know. I just don't think she's worth all the effort. Like, yeah, she becomes really good if you train her, but so does Amelia, you know? And then if you compare her to Amelia to anybody, they're just like, no, she's completely different because she has like Kanto Plus and she's like awesome or something. I don't know.
I think people simp way too hard for Kanto Plus. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad skill. It's a great skill, but I don't think it patches her up.
No, I mean,
you know how they make the sort of claim that like the Thea is for like just to test to see who will simp for her. I think the Kanto Plus is sort of an argument for those because there's definitely a lot of people that will simp for Kanto Plus. And again, I want to reiterate for the people in the comments, I'm not saying it's a bad skill. I think it's a great skill. But if that's your only selling point, if that's your primary selling point, that's the only thing you really got going for you, that's not enough. Like, if your stats are just kind of mid, you're not really getting much done.
But dude, she uses Hellblazer later. She can use Hellblazer.
Yeah, okay, so can Cyrus, and he requires literally zero investment.
Yeah. Like, literally.
And heck, honestly, Jesse's still better, because, like, at the very least, I could see a lot more... I mean, one, he starts out as a pre-promote. That's already pretty solid. He's a thief, and, you know, maybe your Coulter is dead, he got screwed, you just don't want to use Coulter, maybe you used him in your first playthrough, you want to try someone else. Jesse's right there, he's a fun unit. You know, I could definitely see the appeal to making him your user.